Back to the channel. Today we're going to unravel some incredibly complex events in Genoa. Rumors are circulating around the Newman family, but what's the truth? In this video, I'll summarize the plot points that will be revealed in the next episode. Stay tuned to see what happens. Welcome back to our channel, Y&R Family. Today is an absolutely beautiful day outside, but things in Genoa City are darker, messier, and more stressful. We have a massive, heart-stopping episode to break down today, and we know you all have just as many thoughts as we do. Let's dive right into the drama, the tears, and the sheer chaos that just unfolded on our screens. I literally cannot even function. I am sitting here staring at my screen, typing furiously late at night because I am so incredibly stressed out, and I cannot believe the writers are doing this to us again. Are you kidding me right now? I am shaking. Sally Spector is bleeding. She is in excruciating pain, and she is being rushed to the hospital in an ambulance. I mean, we all knew the corporate warfare over Spector Charles was going to reach a boiling point eventually, but this is too much. I am so emotionally exhausted by the constant trauma they put this poor woman through. Before I even get into the nitty-gritty of who did what and why they did it, I just need to scream into the void because the thought of Sally losing another baby is physically... Am I the only one who feels like she has suffered? Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me take a breath and back up. Okay, back to the point. So, Sally has been under absolute mind-crushing stress lately. She has been running around accusing Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson of sabotaging her new company, Spector Charles. And honestly, who can blame her for being... The corporate war going on right now is vicious. But the real shocker came when she was desperately searching her office for proof of the sabotage and actually caught an intruder. An actual physical intruder right there in the Spector Charles office, planting listening devices and trying to steal her. I was screaming at my TV. And of course, because Sally is a fighter and never backs down from a challenge, she didn't just run away. She confronted the guy. But then things got violent. The saboteur actually attacked a pregnant woman. A physical altercation broke out, and the sheer panic of that moment was palpable. The guy shoves her or hits her, and suddenly Sally doubles over in blinding, agonizing abdominal. And then the bleeding starts. Oh my God, the bleeding. I can't even talk about it without tears. You could see the exact second the fight-or-flight adrenaline in Sally's eyes turned into pure, unadulterated terror. The pain was so intense she could barely stand. She realizes immediately that her pregnancy is in severe jeopardy. The fear of losing her unborn child with Billy Abbott just completely washes over her, and you can see her entire world collapsing. She manages to call 911 to report the intruder and beg for medical help because she has to defend herself and get an ambulance. And then she makes that frantic, heartbreaking call to Billy. She is just sobbing, terrified that she is going to lose this baby. I am sorry, but Courtney Hope deserves an Emmy for that scene alone. The raw emotion, the desperation, the absolute panic. It was a masterclass in acting, but it was so incredibly hard to watch. Let's talk about Billy Abbott first. Billy gets this emergency call, and the color just drains from his face. He is absolutely shell-shocked. He drops everything and rushes to Sally's side in a state of total frantic panic. But here is where I start getting really, really conflicted and honestly kind of mad at Billy. Because while he is playing the devoted, terrified father-to-be, we all know what he has been doing behind Sally's back. He has been secretly using his access to her business plans to leak sensitive information to her rivals. He is literally part of the reason she is under so much stress. So watching him rush to the hospital, looking all panicked and helpless, I mean, part of me feels for him because he clearly loves her and wants this baby. But another part of me is screaming, you did this to her. He is a massive hypocrite. If Sally loses this baby, Billy's guilt is going to consume him alive, and honestly, I hate Billy right now for betraying her trust, but I also feel so bad for him because losing a child is something no parent should ever go. See? I am contradicting myself because my emotions are just all over the place tonight. So Sally gets rushed to Genoa City Memorial Hospital, and the medical team immediately swarms her to do an initial evaluation on the fetal heartbeat and her overall condition. The tension in that hospital hallway is thick enough to cut with a knife. And just when you think the dynamic couldn't get any more complicated, who comes sprinting through the hospital door? Adam Newman. Yes, Adam. Even though Sally literally just accused him and Chelsea of trying to destroy her company, Adam is there because of course he is. I know some people are loving this Billy and Sally pairing, but personally, I will always be an Allie fan. Adam and Sally have a connection that transcends all the corporate garbage and the betrayals. He heard she was in the hospital, and he didn't even. He rushed right over because deep down, he still cares about her. And we have to talk about why Adam is reacting so strongly. I've been watching since 2015, and the storyline where Adam and Sally lost their baby girl, Ava, is still one of the most traumatizing, devastating things they've ever done. Adam had to make the impossible choice to save Sally's life over the baby's, and it completely shattered them. It destroyed their relationship. So now, Adam is standing in a hospital again, watching the woman he loves. Yes, I said it. He still loves her go through the exact same terrifying ordeal, only this time, it's another man's baby. The PTSD flashing across Adam's face was incredible. He is reliving the agony of losing Ava all over again. He is terrified for Sally. He knows exactly the kind of dark, suffocating grief she is staring down right now, and it is tearing him apart to watch her go through it. You could see the pain in his eyes, remembering the daughter they lost together. It was just brilliant, heartbreaking television. But wait, it gets even more awkward because Chelsea Lawson is right there with Adam. Bless her heart. Chelsea is trying to be the supportive girlfriend. She tagged along to try and calm Adam down, but you can feel the extreme discomfort radiating off. I mean, think about it from Chelsea's perspective. She is standing in a hospital waiting room trying to comfort her boyfriend, who is clearly still deeply emotionally tethered to his ex, while the ex in question is currently carrying the child of Chelsea's own toxic ex, Billy. And on top of all that, Sally just falsely accused Chelsea and Adam of corporate sabotage. It is a messy, tangled, incredibly awkward web of relationships, and Chelsea is just standing there trying to play peacemaker while the walls are closing in on all of them. She is trying to be the bigger person and face this highly complex situation head on, but you know, it is eating her up inside to see Adam so visibly wrecked over Sally. Then the doctor comes out, and guys, the news is not good. The doctor gives their initial assessment, and it is grim. They explicitly warn Sally and Billy that there is a very high risk. They mandate strict, constant monitoring. Sally is ordered to be on absolute bed rest. No stress, no corporate wars, nothing. But how is she supposed to avoid stress when her company is literally under attack and she was just physically assaulted by a corporate spy? The future of this baby is hanging by the thinnest, most fragile thread imaginable. And the look on Sally's face, it was pure devastation. She is so scared. She wants this family with Billy so badly, and now it might all be ripped away from her because of some stupid, greedy corporate war over Spectra Charles. And let's circle back to that intruder for a minute, because I am not letting this go. Who the hell hired that guy? Sally was so sure it was Adam and Chelsea, but Adam's reaction at the hospital proves he genuinely cares about her well-being. He wouldn't send a goon to physically attack a pregnant woman. So who is it? Is it Victor Newman? We all know Victor has been launching a massive, ruthless corporate war against Adam and Kyle Abbott. Victor is ruthless, and he has used aggressive tactics before. Could Victor have sent someone to bug Spectre Charles to get leverage, and the guy just panicked when Sally caught him? Or could it be Billy's doing? We know Billy leaked her info. Did he hire someone to steal the data physically to cover his digital tracks, not realizing Sally would be there? If Billy is responsible for the intruder that caused Sally's bleeding, their relationship is over. Done, finished. I kind of think it might be Victor just stirring the pot, but with Billy's track record of making terrible, impulsive decisions, you really never know. The dynamic in that hospital waiting room is going to be explosive. You have Billy, the frantic, guilty father-to-be who is secretly betraying Sally's business trust. And you have Adam, the grieving ex who shares a profound, tragic history of child loss with Sally and is desperate to. The tension between Billy and Adam is going to be off the chart. Billy is going to hate that Adam is there hovering around his pregnant fiancée. And Adam is going to be judging Billy's every move, knowing that Billy has a history of reckless, selfish behavior. Remember when they tried this kind of love triangle tension with Chelsea back in the day? Didn't work then either. And it's going to be a million times messier now because a baby's life is literally on the line. I can already see the screaming matches in the hospital. Adam is going to blame Billy for not protecting her. And Billy's going to tell Adam to back off because it is going to be wild. I am also just so furious for Sally on a professional level. She has worked so hard to build Spectre Charles. She merged Newman Media into it. She has been fighting tooth and nail to be taken seriously as a CEO in Genoa City, and now her entire empire is in jeopardy. She can't fight a corporate war from a hospital bed. If she is on strict bed rest, who is going to run the company? Billy? The guy who is secretly leaking her plans? Or will she have to turn to someone else who might stab her in the back? Sally's entire life, her baby, her business, her future is completely up in the air right now, and it is just not fair. She finally got to a place where she felt secure, and the writers are just pulling the rug out from under her again. I don't know what the writers are planning, but I am begging them, please do not kill this baby. Sally has grieved enough. We fans have grieved enough. Losing Ava was a masterstroke of dramatic tragedy, but doing it again to the same character is just cruel trauma. We need Sally to pull through this. We need her to have a healthy baby, even if her relationship with Billy implodes. I am dreading the next few episodes because I know the hospital scenes are going to be agonizing, but I am also completely glued to my screen. The relationship between Sally, Billy, and Adam is sinking into a pit of uncertainty, and I am here for the drama, even if it is destroying my nerves. What do you guys think? Is the baby going to make it? Who hired the intruder? Let me know, because I definitely need to share this with people who get it.